We were a little longer today. We were talking today, first of all, about Jason. We had a meeting, talked about Jason, about the way he was out. We missed Matthew Wright today because he texted me and told me his girl delivered a baby and they're not ready. He's not ready to come back after the delivery yet. They're still working with the baby, so he wasn't able to come. Jumar had a swelling on his knee from being banged last night, so he wasn't able to practice. I asked Justin to come in and help us out just as a favor, so he came in and helped us out and joined our practice. But we were talking about the fact that as we get closer to the games, we're going to need more. We're going to demand more from them, and we're going to demand more effort and more energy. And the only problem is that as the games become closer, so do the playoffs of the PBA. So that's something we're going to be, having to keep in mind, that they're going to be they're working towards the playoffs. The games become more important for the playoffs, and the playoffs start. And now, how do we find the balance between that importance and the SEA Games importance? So that's something we talked about today. We don't have the answers for that yet, but they know that they're going to have to sacrifice something and find a way. And then I don't know how to tell you this. We have a practice game on the 4th against Alab. But it's going to be, and I'm sorry, and it's going to be a closed game. In other words, we're not going to allow crowd or fans or press until after the game is over. So again, we're trying to keep our range tight. We know that people are out there scouting on us, and we also want to just have total focus because our time is so short. We want to have total focus on coming in and playing and working against the Alab team, and not have to worry about playing for the crowd or playing for you guys or trying to look good or whatever. We want to come in and do the work. So that's why we're closing that game out. We're also going to play on the 11th, I think, against Alab, and then we have a Taiwan team coming into town with a couple of imports that we might play on the 18th. So for the next 3 Mondays, we will have some practice games trying to get us prepared. And again, like this Monday, I think the Never team is playing Morocco the night before. So that's 6 guys that are going to be playing the night before. And also Vic is playing, the last kid, I think Christian is also playing for Northport. So 8 of our 14 guys are going to have a game the night before. So we're going to try to manage their minutes as well as we play. So again, it seems like everything is such a delicate balancing act for us here, trying to. I hate to think that Jason got injured because we're doing extra stuff here in Gilas. I don't believe so, but in the back of your mind, you always feel that, and so you always have to be kind of careful with whom else. Again, Jason's just I just can't get it. It's such a huge blow. I mean, I don't know how we're going to recover from him. Obviously, we're going to have to move on, but that's a huge blow. I talked to Dr. Gilas last night on the phone, by the way, and he told me optimistically Jason will be ready to start back in practice in 1 month, and that's optimistic. In the meantime, he's going to need complete rest until that time. But he thinks in terms of that's just coming back to practice, not getting back in shape, that's not doing extra rehab and getting rhythm. So he says most likely anywhere between 5 to 6 weeks would be his time. And that's basically, as it turns out, too late for us. So, Sion. But we hope him the best, and I'm sure he's going to be there at the games and helping us out and cheering us on. So again, it's a big blow.
Coach, do you have anyone in mind in the professional or amateur ranks?
Good question. We're not sure yet. We're still finding out whether we can even get anybody. We're not even sure by the rules that allow us to get somebody. That's being checked on by the SBP. We're waiting for word on the SBP if we can add someone to our 15-man pool, because I think that 15-man pool has been submitted already to the SEA Games. So I'm not sure if we can add somebody outside. But that was the reason why we got 15. In case we did have an injury, or in case for 2 or 3 entries, we'd still have 12 guys that we can go with. But if we can, we will probably replace if we can. We'll look for somebody. We have a couple of guys in mind. I don't want to say it because I don't want to get their hopes up that might happen for them, but we have, I would say, four players in mind that we would have to select from.
From PBA?
From the PBA, yeah, definitely from the PBA.
Coach, how about Coach Alex?
Oh, Alex is here as what we call fresh eyes. He's not part of the official staff because he's going to be doing some. I actually asked him if he could join us, but he's going to be doing some traveling. He has a couple of events he has to go to and travel to over the next month and a half, and so he won't be here basically. But he said he'd come when he could, and just so he's not here in any official capacity. He's wearing his Pilipinas shirt from 5 years ago. That's why it's so tight. So he's not really officially part of the staff, but he's just helping us out like he can, like Olsen basically. Olsen Marcella is doing the same thing. So it's nice that guys that come in and spend, give their own time, do it for free, not getting anything for it, just coming in and helping us out. But Alex, we think a lot about Alex. We like his pressure. He likes some of the things he does, and that's some of the things that we would think about doing with this team at some point during certain games.
Coach, can we expect Justin to continue practicing, or is this a one-time thing?
Most likely a one-time thing. I asked him because I knew that Jason wouldn't be here, and I wanted to get 15 guys. So I want to do some what I call 5-on-5-on-5s. And the only problem is, after I asked him to come, I got a text from Matt that said he couldn't make it, and then we learned about Jumar not making it. So it blew up our 5-on-5-on-5. Now we were only 13 players with Justin, so we had to adjust and do something different. That's always the problem with the national team. In the beginning, there's always a lot of enthusiasm, real excited about being on the team, and then after a couple of weeks, reality sets in. I'm hurt, I got something going on, my mother team wants me to do something, and suddenly you're not getting a complete crew anymore. It's kind of what we expected. We're hoping that it doesn't happen too often, but it happens. So we came in here with the idea that this could happen, and so hopefully Jumar says he'll be okay to play in the game on Monday. Hopefully we'll have 14 guys to play on Monday, maybe a 15th if the SPP allows us to bring a guy in. But you got to remember, we're only playing a 40-minute game. It's not a 48 PBA game. It's a 40-minute FIBA game. So not as many minutes to go around. So 12, 14 players is really too many. But we're going to try to get everybody out there, give them a feel. That's why we're playing more than one practice game.
Thank you, Coach. Thank you very much.
Coach, salamat. Thank you.
Thank you. My hand got bandage all over my finger.